Have you ever wondered what it would truly feel like to step aboard a brand new cruise ship that is being hailed as the most modern at sea? Today, I am taking you with me to explore Norwegian Aqua, the newest masterpiece from Norwegian Cruise Line. But as exciting as a brand new ship sounds, not everything is always perfect. And throughout this journey, one question kept coming back to me. Does Norwegian Aqua really deliver an experience worth the money you and I are paying? This trip lasted 7 nights, departing from Miami, Florida, and taking us to some of the most beautiful destinations in the Eastern Caribbean. From Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic, arriving in St. Thomas, part of the United States Virgin Islands. Tortola in the British Virgin Islands. And finally to Great Stirrup Cay, Norwegian's own private island paradise. For this journey, I chose a balcony stateroom so I could enjoy the outdoor space and soak in the fresh ocean breeze each day. And now, let's set off together to explore every corner of Norwegian Aqua and find out if this ship truly lives up to all the hype. Norwegian Aqua is not just another brand new cruise ship. It marks an important step forward in Norwegian Cruise Line's design strategy. Launched in the year 2025, Aqua is the first vessel in the new Prima Plus class, a generation of ships built to address the limitations seen in the earlier Prima class vessels. With a gross tonnage of approximately 156,000 tons, Aqua is about 10% larger than Prima and Viva. And when you step on board, you can immediately feel the difference. From the expanded public areas, especially the dazzling 3-story Penrose atrium, the ocean boulevard that wraps around the entire Deck 8, to the wide-open outdoor spaces like Infinity Beach. Interestingly, even though Aqua is larger than Prima, the ratio of space per guest does not feel dramatically different. So during peak times, you may still notice some narrow walkways or slightly crowded dining areas, a characteristic that many passengers have pointed out on Prima-class ships. What Norwegian Aqua aims to deliver is not just more space, but a breakthrough entertainment experience. Highlights include the Aqua Slide Coaster, the first-ever hybrid water slide and roller coaster at sea, and Glow Court, an impressive LED sports complex. Another interesting point is that even though Aqua carries the Prima Plus label, its overall size is still smaller than the ships from the Breakaway Plus class. Rather than chasing sheer size, Norwegian Cruise Line has chosen to focus on optimizing a more personalized onboard experience. A decision that may spark debate, but one that is certainly ambitious. My cabin on Norwegian Aqua was a standard balcony stateroom, located on a mid-level deck, a perfect spot for easy access to entertainment venues and dining areas. The first impression when I stepped inside was how fresh and bright everything felt. The design features soft, neutral tones, paired with natural sunlight streaming through a large sliding glass door leading to the balcony, making the room feel more spacious than it actually is. The balcony itself was a pleasant surprise. It was deeper than on many other ships, and when you sit down, your view is not blocked by a solid railing. A small but wonderful detail for those who love watching the sea. However, there are a few things you might want to keep in mind. While the room is neatly organized, the storage space is somewhat limited. If you are traveling solo or as a couple, it is perfectly manageable, but if you are bringing a lot of luggage for an extended trip, you will need to be a bit creative with your packing. One minor issue that I found a little disappointing was with the wardrobe doors. It seems that on this brand new Aqua, the closet doors still have a tendency to slide shut on their own once opened. A small annoyance that passengers also noticed on Norwegian Prima. On the bright side, the bathroom was very convenient. A large shower, modern fixtures, and eco-friendly shampoo and body wash dispensers mounted on the wall. A nice balance of sustainability and convenience. The cabin also included a TV offering complimentary movies, which was perfect for relaxing on evenings after a full day exploring the ship. Overall, the standard balcony cabin on Norwegian Aqua delivers a comfortable and modern experience, ideal for a 7-night journey. However, if you are someone who values generous storage space or expects every detail to be flawlessly executed, you might need to stay flexible when it comes to organizing your belongings. One of the parts I looked forward to the most when boarding Norwegian Aqua was exploring the dining experiences. With 17 restaurants and 18 bars, this ship promises a wide variety of flavors and culinary adventures. My food journey started with the venues included in the cruise fare. The two main dining rooms are Hudson's and the Commodore Room. On the first night, I had dinner at Hudson's. Not only was the space beautiful, with its high glass ceilings offering sweeping ocean views, but the chicken piccata and shrimp scampi truly hit the spot after a long day of traveling. A big plus here was the service. Relaxed, unpretentious, and very much in line with Norwegian's freestyle cruising spirit. If you prefer something quick and casual, Surfside Cafe and Grill, like the ship's main buffet, is always an option. However, to be honest, the buffet area on Aqua feels somewhat small and crowded, especially during breakfast and lunchtime. There were times when I had to walk over to the old Food Republic area just to find an open table. It is definitely something to keep in mind if you do not enjoy dealing with crowds. But my favorite dining experience on Aqua was found at a special spot, Indulge Food Hall. This truly is a foodie's paradise, featuring 10 different food stations, from Thai dishes at Tamara to American-style barbecue at Q Texas Smokehouse, Spanish tapas, Italian pasta, and even a plant-based kitchen called Plantery. All you have to do is sit at a table, order through a tablet, and within minutes your food arrives hot and fresh. Like many other passengers, I appreciated the convenience, variety, and the friendly, no-fuss service here. For those who love specialty dining, Norwegian Aqua also offers several extra charge options like Cagney's Steakhouse, a well-known steakhouse across the fleet, the French-inspired Le Bistro, and the brand-new Thai restaurant, Sukhothai. I did not get the chance to try them all during this trip, but many reviews praise Sukhothai for delivering authentic Thai flavors, especially the mango sticky rice. Overall, when it comes to dining, Norwegian Aqua does a very solid job. There are plenty of choices, easy access, and a relaxed service style. Of course, if you are expecting a grand, traditional buffet experience, you might feel a bit underwhelmed. But if you are willing to branch out and explore places like Indulge, you will discover a lot of culinary joy waiting for you right on board. One of the things I was most excited about before boarding Norwegian Aqua was exploring all the new amenities that had been so heavily promoted. And honestly, some of them truly exceeded my expectations. The biggest highlight was definitely the Aqua Slide Coaster, the first ever combination of a water slide and a roller coaster at sea. When I first saw it from a distance, I was really curious. Was it just another PR stunt, or was it actually worth the hype? And after trying it for myself, I can say, it was much more fun than I had expected. Lifted by a mechanical arm and launched through sharp turns and sudden drops, the entire ride lasts about 60 seconds but delivers a full dose of adrenaline. Just a small heads up. During peak hours, you may have to wait a while and the ride can occasionally pause due to minor technical issues. If you are not a fan of thrill rides, do not worry. Aqua has plenty of relaxing spaces as well. I especially loved Infinity Beach on Deck 8, with its infinity pools overlooking the ocean. It is one of the quietest spots on board, perfect for reading a book or simply drifting off to the sound of the waves. Another creative addition is Glow Court, an interactive LED sports court that functions as an active play area during the day and transforms into a mini club at night. The idea is fantastic, but during my sailing, bad weather meant the space did not quite live up to its full potential. If you prefer lighter activities, you can visit the stadium, featuring mini golf, shuffleboard, ping pong, and a complimentary pickleball court. The vibe here was lively, especially in the cooler late afternoons. That said, like many other passengers, I also noticed that the public pools and jacuzzis on Aqua are relatively small given the number of guests on board. On sunny days, finding an open lounge chair by the pool can feel almost impossible, unless you are willing to get up very early. Another note, the observation lounge on Aqua is still beautiful, spacious, and offers incredible panoramic views. However, because the ship is designed primarily for warm Caribbean sailings, when it rains or turns chilly, a lot of guests crowd into the indoor spaces, and seating can become quite limited at times. If there is one thing Norwegian Cruise Line consistently takes pride in when it comes to its new ships, it is the entertainment. And on Norwegian Aqua, they did not disappoint. The main shows are hosted at the Aqua Theater and Club, a unique 3-story venue that can transform from a theater into a dance club. Sitting in the middle of a grand hall and watching the stage slowly morph before your eyes was truly a special experience. During this sailing, I had the chance to see 2 major shows: Revolution, a celebration of Prince Ortangens, a massive live concert honoring the legendary musician Prince. The show was incredibly vibrant, with dazzling lights, and what I loved most was being able to stand right near the stage, feeling the energy and rhythm pulse through the entire space. Elements, The World Expanded, an expanded version of the classic Elements show, blending dance, acrobatics, and magic, all inspired by the 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and air. Although the concept is not entirely new, the production on Aqua was far more elaborate, with several truly breathtaking moments. Each evening, the Aqua Theater also transforms into a lively party venue. One of the most memorable events was Crazy Sexy Cool, where, minutes after a performance ended, the stage lit up with laser lights and DJ music, turning the space into a full-on dance floor. If you prefer smaller, more intimate spaces, Improv at Sea, the ship's comedy club, offers lighthearted, fun performances. Just a tip: make sure to arrive early if you want a good seat, because the venue is fairly small and usually fills up quickly. One small but welcome improvement is at Sid Norman's Poorhouse, the live rock bar, which has been redesigned to be more spacious compared to the earlier Prima Class ships. Each night, classic rock songs played live here create an electric, lively atmosphere that draws a great crowd. However, like many other guests have mentioned, reserving seats for popular shows on Aqua can be quite competitive. If you want to secure a spot at one of the main performances, it is best to book through the app or via the onboard screens as soon as you get on the ship. If you have ever sailed on Norwegian Prima or Viva before, then stepping onto Norwegian Aqua, you will quickly notice this ship is not just a bigger version, it is a deliberate and thoughtful upgrade. One of the biggest changes I noticed was the expanded public spaces. Areas like the Penrose Atrium, the local bar and grill, and Hudson's dining room all feel more spacious and bright. That feeling of crowding, which was sometimes experienced on Prima, has been addressed well on Aqua, especially around the pool areas and the seaside lounges. Another notable change: Norwegian has removed the Speedway go-kart track from the top deck, which previously took up a lot of space on Prima-class ships. In its place is the Aqua Slide Coaster, a hybrid water slide and roller coaster. And honestly, I think this was a smart decision. It is more exciting and also frees up valuable deck space for other onboard activities. Glow Court, the new interactive LED sports zone, is another fresh addition. While this space requires a reservation and an extra fee, combining physical activity with tech elements adds a fun and modern twist to staying active on board. When it comes to dining, Aqua brings several noteworthy upgrades. Sukhothai, Norwegian's first upscale Thai restaurant, has replaced the former Food Republic. Plantery, a modern plant-based kitchen, has been added to the Indulge Food Hall to meet the growing demand for healthy dining options. And Swirl Wine Bar, a brand new cozy wine tasting space, also made its debut on the ship. Another major improvement is found in the Haven, Aqua's exclusive luxury area. Now the largest Haven complex in the Norwegian fleet, it features a private infinity pool, a serene lounge, and for the first time, 2-story suites. If you are looking for that ship within a ship experience, the Haven on Aqua absolutely takes it to the next level. Of course, not every change is perfect. Surfside Cafe, the main buffet, is still considered too small, given the number of passengers on board, especially during breakfast hours. But overall, the changes made on Aqua show that Norwegian Cruise Line has genuinely listened to passenger feedback. And that is a very good sign. When it comes to cruising, especially on brand new ships like Norwegian Aqua, the biggest question is always the same. Is it really worth the money? On this trip, I booked a balcony stateroom that cost around $1,500 per person for a 7-night journey through the Eastern Caribbean. That breaks down to about $215 per night, which includes your cabin, standard meals, several live shows, public spaces, and some onboard attractions like the Aqua Slide Coaster. By today's cruise industry standards, this price is not exactly cheap, but it is not unreasonable either, especially when you consider what is included. You are sailing on one of the newest and most technologically advanced ships in the world. There are exclusive experiences like the Aqua Slide Coaster and Glow Court, amenities you will not find on older ships. Indulge Food Hall, a food venue many guests describe as one of the most valuable and enjoyable spaces on board. First-class entertainment, spacious lounges, and a ship design that clearly aims to elevate the relaxation experience. That said, to be fair, Norwegian Aqua is not without its flaws. A few inconveniences stood out during the trip. The surfside buffet area is too small and often overcrowded during peak mealtimes. Some public spaces can still feel a bit tight when the ship is sailing at full capacity. And of course, extra services like specialty dining, the spa, and Glow Court come with additional fees if you want to enjoy the full experience. If you know how to balance and choose wisely between the complimentary and paid services, Norwegian Aqua still delivers a great value for a Caribbean getaway. As for me, getting the chance to experience a brand new ship, enjoy meals at Indulge, unwind at Infinity Beach, and feel the thrill of flying through the Aqua Slide Coaster, all of that made this trip absolutely worth every penny. After spending a full week on Norwegian Aqua, I took some time to reflect and rate each aspect of the experience. Here is my overall scorecard. Cabin, 8 out of 10. A bright, modern space with a spacious balcony. However, storage was limited, and a few interior details could still use some refinement. Dining, 8.5 out of 10. Indulge Food Hall was a clear highlight. Hudson's was a beautiful and relaxing setting. Surfside Buffet, however, felt cramped and crowded during peak hours. Design and public spaces, 8.5 out of 10. A clean, minimalist style with impressive outdoor areas like Ocean Boulevard. But the overall layout can feel a bit confusing for first-time guests. Entertainment and activities, 9 out of 10 Aqua Slide Coaster, Glow Court, and the shows at Aqua Theater made for truly memorable moments. Just remember to reserve early for the more popular events. Overall value, 8 out of 10. It is not the cheapest cruise out there, but for what Aqua offers, especially the feeling of discovering something fresh and new, the price felt justified. Final score, 42 out of 50. This is a ship full of beauty and innovation, with a few areas that still need fine-tuning. But if you love modern design, a new technology, and a bit of adventure, Norwegian Aqua is absolutely worth experiencing. If I had to sum up Norwegian Aqua after this 7-night journey in just one sentence, it would be this. Norwegian Aqua is not just a ship, it is an experience of innovation. Unfamiliar at times, but absolutely unforgettable. This ship is not perfect. There are still areas that need improvement, from space layout to certain services during peak hours. But if you are willing to step beyond what is familiar, and you are looking for a cruise filled with emotion, from the adrenaline rush of the Aqua Coaster to the quiet moments spent at Infinity Beach, then I believe Norwegian Aqua will not disappoint. For me personally, this journey was worth every dollar. More than that, it brought back the pure excitement I always feel when boarding a brand new ship, where every corner holds an invitation to explore. If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you will not miss any of the upcoming adventures. I have more journeys ahead, and I truly hope to have you with me every step of the way. Thank you for watching, and see you again out on the ocean.